Hello everyone, and welcome to this video. Today we will be focusing on multiplying fractions. Let's just jump right in. With part A, we have 2 over 5 times 7 over 3. The multiplication symbol can be represented by either a dot or an X. I'll rewrite it as an X. And now, the first thing I recommend doing is looking to see if you can cross-simplify. So you follow the cross of the X and you look. You ask yourself, can the 2 and the 3 be reduced by a common factor? In this case, they cannot. And you do the same thing for the 5 and the 7. In this case, they also cannot be simplified. The next step after simplifying is to multiply straight across. So we have on the top 2 times 7, which is 14. And in the denominator, we have 5 times 3, which is 15. You will notice that this is different from adding and subtracting because the denominator changed. It's important to remember that difference as we move forward in these lessons. Now on to part B. In this problem, we have 3 over 4 times 6 over 5. With this one, the first step is again, we look across the diagonals to 3 and 5, 6 and 4, and we try and find any common factors. 3 and 5 do not share any factors, so we will leave those alone. But 4 and 6 do share a factor. They both share the factor of 2. So I can divide 6 by 2, and I can divide 4 by 2. When those simplify, 4 divided by 2 becomes a 2, 6 divided by 2 becomes a 3. Now we can rewrite this as 3 over 2 times 3 over 5 because we've simplified. We can double check once more to see if any of the diagonals can be simplified. They cannot. So we will multiply straight across, and that gives us 3 times 3, which is 9 over 2 times 5, which is 10. We'll double check to make sure that this fraction cannot be simplified, and it cannot. So 9 over 10 is our final answer. For part C, we have a slightly different problem. You now notice we have mixed numbers. For mixed numbers, the best way to handle it is to convert them to improper fractions. If you have any questions to do that, you can check out some of our older videos. In general, we'll rewrite the problem times 1 and a half. We will multiply the whole number to the denominators and then add whatever value we get to the numerator. So to rewrite one more time, we have 2 times 3 plus 1, which is 7 over 3 for the first fraction, times, converting this mixed number, 1 times 2, which is 2 plus 1, that's 3 over 2. Now this looks just like part B. We will check the diagonals and see if they can be simplified. 7 and 2 cannot, but 3 and 3 can. They both share a common factor of 3. So we will divide by 3 for both of them. And that cancels to give us 1 and 1. We can rewrite this. We have 7 over 1 times 1 over 2. These cannot be simplified any further, so we will now multiply straight across. And that gives us 7 times 1, which is 7, over 1 times 2, which is 2. Double checking, 7 over 2 cannot be reduced any further, so our final answer is 7 over 2. For our final problem, we have 4¼ times 2½. This problem is very similar to part C, so I recommend you take the time to pause this video and try it on your own. For this solution, we will rewrite the problem. 2½ we will turn these mixed numbers into improper fractions. 4 times 4 gives us 16 plus 1, so 17/4 multiplied by, now we have 2 times 2, which is 4, plus 1, 5/2. Just like with all the other problems, we're going to check for simplifications along the diagonal. 17 and 2 do not share a factor. 4 and 5 do not share a factor. So we can immediately multiply straight across. And that will give us 17 times 5, which is 85, over 4 times 2, which is 8. Again, we take a moment to see if we can simplify this any further. 85 and 8 do not share any factors, so this is our final answer. That's all for this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments. Thanks for watching.